when you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the Wiregrass of Alabama in Troy and home to the Troy Trojans. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the James Madison Dukes, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Troy Trojans. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Dukes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Troy's offense will go to work first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, it's a breaks into the open. Got the first down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Trojans headed quickly to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man, it's Tate. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Second down coming up. All right, guys, let's look at the big picture for Troy. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week. Three-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue to get talent and high school talent that can come in that you know they can compete with your roster right now. Those are the guys that really help you take that next step.
Trying to set up the screen. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab, ready for the first down. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Defense looks as if it's coming. Run in the red zone, it's Fitzgerald. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Gonna run it, it's Fitzgerald. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Troy! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Dukes offense will get the ball for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week.
There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Let's talk for a second about James Madison. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Takes the handoff. It's Fitzgerald. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Trojans in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the Trojans decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right.
Turning it on! The 40, the 30, the 10. Slippery slide, find his way. From the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes!
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the 2nd level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in this one in the MAC that just finished up. Toledo put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Rockets had 0 issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance.
They'll start this drive going to the air.
Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the MAC, and that certainly held true again today.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Using the quick game. Hard running there. Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he's got some space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Dukes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, James Madison.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. Neither team's wasted time putting points on the board. They've got it back, down 14-10. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the running back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. At the 35, he's loose. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Here's a heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Of 5 yards on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
While Well, we're only through one. These quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Trojans come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll move the tight end. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Just drives in between the uprights. It's now a one-point game, 14-13.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Trying to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. It's Tate. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
What an unbelievable job by the secondary. No pass rush in sight. Quarterback had all day to throw, but they still took away all the options in the back end. Great job.
And the Trojans line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got rid of it just in time.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Pocket breaking down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a single. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Here's the pressure. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Dukes are on the move. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The short hands, it's Williams. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Handoff from the gun. At the 35, he's got room. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Dukes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That's a fumble on the play. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The offense changing the play. On fourth down, going to the air. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need 6s.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They go to the ground. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to run for it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 20.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dukes.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
The AT unit on the field.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, it's 21-13. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Miami is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about at the U for a long time. They're up by 17 over NC State. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Hauls it in. And he's wrestled out of bounds after a nice pickup. And the Dukes are in the hurry-up. He's looking to throw. Buys a little extra time. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
I like the aggressive nature by this offense. Everything screams run. First down and goal. Gonna run the football? No. They don't run the football. They stay aggressive. But the quarterback doesn't get reckless. He gets outside of the pocket, makes a good decision, throws it away, and lives the fight on second down.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, James Madison. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
That's reeled in. It's Walters. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Wants to throw on 3rd down. On the run, still looking. There he goes. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, it's picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Here comes the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Troy. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the catch. It's Barber. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. The Dukes will hustle to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He'll pull it down. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. Line getting set on second down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Right on the money. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold on.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, and time is running short. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the gun, the running back has it. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Time to take a shot. And here's the third interception of the night. Taking it the other way. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far in Troy today.
The Trojans will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Turning it on! All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Keeps looking downfield. He'll pull it down and run. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. And the Dukes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gives it on the option. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Dukes moving quickly to the line. He wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him! And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. And the Dukes will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to take off. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. And the Trojans with a second and short to keep this drive moving.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure coming. It's complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Gets the back moving. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They got the touchdown, but now they want the 2 to tie this baby up. They'll go to the air. Under fire. Looking for the end zone, and he won't find it. The sack, and the lead remains at 2.
James Madison, 28. Troy, 26.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. The Dukes want to move quickly. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Using his feet to buy time. Finding an escape route. It's a seam wide open. A big play gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Dukes will line it up on 1st and 10.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Dukes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this running back can beat you with a lot of tools. He's got speed, he can shake you, he can spin away, and now he shows you the stiff arm. That was lethal before walking into the end zone.
35. Troy, 26.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Tate. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll send the back in motion. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Riles. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Plows through the defense. He's brought down. Running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Got it in the middle. It's Tate. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Now the play fake. They're working that left side. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
On 2nd and goal, they go right back to him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. He'll toss it. Snowed under by the defense.
And I like what this offense did. They run the option. They're good at it. They read it. They run the pitch. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a 4th and really short. They're successful in these situations most of the time.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, throw the records out the window when Baylor and TCU fight to the finish. Baylor sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the 4th quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Waco. That's how much they took the crowd out of it. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Gives it on the option. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. And the Dukes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Rides to back and leaves it. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Dukes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Off-play action. Still looking, on the move. Trying to escape and get it himself. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. And the Dukes are rolling down the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Picks up the first down. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Dukes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. The Trojans want to crank the tempo. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. That's caught. It's Tate. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Complete to the right. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot, he's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
Throwing right. It's caught downfield. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. From the red zone, looking for a man. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The play-action fake. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Here's the heat. And he sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
And the sense of urgency has got to go up now for the defense, right? You just failed on fourth down. You're trailing just under 3 minutes to go. What can the defense do? Can you create a turnover? Can you at least get a quick 3 and out to give yourselves a chance to win?
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep leading the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Takes the easy one to the back. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. And the Dukes will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Makes the grab. It's Fitzgerald. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. He's got his man across the middle. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look nice in the stats column, but probably not enough to make a difference in the game. And the Trojans are threatening on first and goal. Motion from the back. Wants to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. Short gain on the play before he slides. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to fire on second down. Looking for the score. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with the win.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Leaves it with the back. And And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And now on second down for this offense. Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.